Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's election day on November 3rd. Hope you all got your chance to vote in person, or like me, I was a write-in ballot. We won't have to discuss who we're all voting for. Don't get into politics or religion. We do pretty much everything else at Weichert, the Zabretsky Group. But today, I've got Phil Ledwith with me, and we're going to make a little video. And Phil, for some of you that don't know Phil, he has been full-time in the business with us since 1988. Continues to kill it in retail and REO business. You know, he's our Fannie Mae rep here. So I wanted to just ask Phil a couple of questions about one of the initiatives that we have right now, which is the Impact Initiative. And Phil, what is it about the Impact Initiative that keeps you coming back for more?
Well, when you first told me about it, I said, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get much out of it." But boy, right from the first class, I was like saying, you can be in the business a while and you don't want to get dull. You want to stay sharp. And when you're around a bunch of sharp people, and Ralph obviously is always phenomenal. But there's also a new guy that I got exposed to, which is Doug Thompson, and he's just like that presentation he did a couple weeks ago, or 2 sessions ago on pricing. It's like I've been around for how long doing, presentations of people, and just that whole pricing thing that he did was just phenomenal. I'm like saying to myself, I'll probably get like 2 or 3 times more listings now just with that one thing. And I'm thinking, wow, if you're a new person and you started with that, that's like phenomenal. And if you've been in the business a long time and you pick up a tip like that, you're just going to do so much more. You're going to close so many more deals and do so many more listings. But there's just so many, I can't, we have so much information we've been given. It's just hard to describe it. It's good stuff. And you're around, people that are sharp. So, when you're around that kind of crowd, it just kind of, every week you get in that. And when you leave the meeting too, you just feel like, wow, I can go out and I'm going to go out and do some stuff here. But, it's been really good. I think I've picked up a lot of little stuff.
Specifically, what was that tip on pricing that you really liked?
Well, normally when you're in a presentation, that becomes like the most difficult part. You can be going along and you've got them, and you feel, wow, I got them. And then you get to the pricing part, and then it becomes like a back and forth, and it's like you against them or whatever. And the whole way that he designed it is like you set the table in the beginning. You don't want to be in the expired pile. And then you do the feature sheets and lay them out the way he did it and all. And it just, his whole approach was like totally different than what I was doing. And then you end up, instead of, being like an adversary, you're like having them basically, help you, and like you're like a team together, and it like works out where like, wow, like I just priced the house and it's like they helped me do it, but you really did it. It's like you just lead them to the point where you want to get them. So that was like when I got off of that call, I texted you, I said, wow, that was awesome. I was like, I've been doing this for how many years, and I could have been doing it that way. So if I was new, it would have been great. But if you've been in the business a long time, that was really great for anybody that's been doing business for even 10 or 20 years.
And Phil just this morning told me that I went out on a listing with him because I'm pretty familiar with Ridge Road in Wethersfield. And we went together. I looked at the house. He hadn't seen it 6 months ago, and they opted to list with a friend. And we went out, and when we got to the pricing part, Phil kind of felt that this woman was, we were going like this. We were adversarial positions, as he mentioned. And he said if he had this tip a week earlier, he thinks we would have had that listing. So
yeah.
You live and learn. But any last comments you want to make about either getting involved in the Impact Initiative, or anything else that you feel might be important to our longtime high producers or our rookies?
Well, if you're a rookie, this is unbelievable. If you could start with this training, you're going to be like phenomenal. You're just going to be starting exactly the way you need to be starting. But if you've been around a while, like I said, you could sit through these meetings and you're going to pick up something here and there. And like I said, this one thing that I picked up like last week with that presentation, honestly, I feel confident I'll get like at least twice as many listings out of the deal when I'm doing like my private business.
And for those of you who don't know, twice as much for Phil is a lot. So we look forward to that, Phil. I want to thank you for your time today, and we will see you Thursday at, I believe it's 11:30 for the fourth session of the Impact Initiative. I think it's
That's
the
your
fourth.
deal.
We'll seal the
All
deal.
right.
So goodbye, everybody. I hope you take this to heart, and thanks again, Phil, for doing